One of the key concepts in stoicism is that of memento mori, Latin for remember, you will die. I guess that works for everybody but Keith Richards. Greetings, I'm Dr. Will, and welcome to Dr. Will's Software Project Leadership channel, where we focus on building real software to solve real problems. Covey begins his second habit, begin with the end in mind, with a thought experiment where you witness your own funeral and ask yourself, how would you like to be remembered? So that is the ultimate end, isn't it? Well, yours anyway. If you've already subscribed to the channel, hey, thank you. Appreciate that. If you'd like more content like this, then subscribe to the channel and hit the bell to be notified when new content becomes available. Also, if you're interested in proactively managing the risk of your project, we'll provide links in the show notes to our risk tools. According to Covey, all things are created twice. The first is a mental or ideal creation. The second is a physical or actual creation. So you have to accept responsibility for both of those creations and act within and expand your circle of influence by doing that. This is especially true of software, technology, or engineering projects, where the large part of the project is getting that first creation right. Because if you don't get that first creation right, there's no way the second creation is going to be right. So just like Covey's description of building a successful enterprise, to have a successful project, you should clearly define what you're trying to accomplish, that is the problem you're solving. Carefully think through the product or service in terms of the market, or in our case, the user, the end user. Organize all the elements, tools, and everything else that you will need to affect the solution. And then finally, whether you can do all of those things determines whether you can be successful in the project or product that you're creating. In this view, there's a difference between leadership and management, and that is leadership focuses more on the first creation, that is, are we doing the right thing? And management focuses more on the second creation, are we doing that thing right? So beginning with the end in mind, how do we become our own first creator? Covey calls this process re-scripting, and on a personal level, you can explore the concept of self-authoring, and we'll provide a link in the show notes to a very useful tool for doing self-authoring, sponsored by Jordan Peterson and some of his colleagues. Key part of your re-scripting then is to figure out your centeredness. That is, whatever is the center of your life is going to be the source of security, guidance, wisdom, and power in your life. Security being your self-worth, identity, self-esteem, your basic personal strength. Guidance is the source of direction which governs your moment-by-moment decision-making, your implicit decision-making. And wisdom gives you your perspective on life, your balance, and understanding of how all these things fit together. Power is the faculty or capacity to act, vital energy for making choices and decisions. You can center it on different aspects of life, the universe, and everything. Covey gives as examples or things you can center your life on as your spouse, your family, money, work, possessions, pleasure, friends, enemies, church, and yourself. Being self-centered, right? Any of these can be deficient in one way or another. So what he recommends to center things on correct principles. It allows you to stand apart from the emotion of a situation, and that makes your security comes from the principles, which is they don't change frequently or by very much. So you have a lot of stability there. You have guidance and wisdom then are, you have the correct maps, if you will, showing you the way things really are or whether they have been or the way they will be. Power then is the self-awareness, allows you to be a proactive person. Covey is very into being proactive, right? How does all this affect an organization, or how can a project use this same concept? How does a project begin with the end in mind? Well, you're going to love this. Organization or project mission statements are the way to affect this. Nothing will induce team member eye rolls faster than saying, let's create a vision or mission statement, right? Why? It's because normally it's corporatese mumbo jumbo BS and not something that's really useful. But if you begin with creating a vision or mission statement that deals with your shared principles, that becomes a crucial tool for team cohesion. It allows you to identify if somebody doesn't share those principles, whether they're actually going to be an effective team member or not. In fact, somebody who doesn't share the core principles of the team, as reflected in this vision and mission statements, should be invited to leave the team, and I don't care how fast they write code. Build a vision mission statement that truly reflects the deeply shared vision and values of all the people in the organization. Creates unity and commitment, frame of reference. It's a set of criteria or guidelines by which the team can govern itself. That means that you as a project leader, project manager, do not have to spend time managing them because they can manage themselves based on the principles. With true buy-in, there's a reduced need to manage people, and you can focus on managing the project or the process. This channel is dedicated to helping software projects succeed, not just in the short term, but in the long. So if you'd like more content like this, hit the bell below to be notified and subscribe, and you'll be able to get more content like this. Also, if you have any questions, comments, issues, complaints, concerns, reflections, go ahead and put them in the comments below and we'll entertain them at a later date. Remember, if you're interested in proactively managing the risk of your project, we'll provide a link in the show notes to our risk tools and a link to Peterson's self-authoring. That's it for me, for you for now. You have a great day and great week out there. Be careful, and I'll be seeing you. Bye.